Where hip-hop meets the Great Commission. Now back to listening to real music. Broadcasting live on We Inspire Network.
All right, listeners, I'm thankful that you all have tuned back in. And like I said before, we're going to continue on with the music. And like I said, this show is primarily, to pump uplifting Christian hip hop. We like to highlight a lot of Christian MCs and rap evangelists is what we call them. Those who are unashamed to proclaim the gospel of Jesus Christ in their lyrics, and primarily those who have an evangelical worldview, and the gospel of Christ never takes a back seat in their music. Those are the type of MCs that we want to spotlight, and those are the type of MCs that we want to bring before our audience and our listeners. So, as I said before, I don't take away from any other type of Christian MC that's out there, and even those who are glorifying God and may not, want to, who don't use the titles and the terms and the labels that a lot of people try to put on MCs and things of that nature. Because I know there's some that are out there today who, at one time may have been classified as a Christian rapper, but today they kind of they don't want the label. They don't want they don't want any label. They just want to be able to go out there and use their gift and their and do their art, and they don't want any type of label, but they still represent Christ and things of that nature. Now, there's a lot of controversy out there behind all of that, but this is what I say, I'm not gonna waste my time in that type of controversy and that type of, to me it's a lot of foolishness, when we get into that controversy about this and this and that. But I will say this, whatever you do everything as unto the Lord. And don't allow what the world has to offer to cause you to denounce your Savior. Don't ever do that. I don't care what the world is offering. If they are offering you a deal and they saying you can come, you can do this and do this, but just don't, don't bring that Jesus Christ stuff over and all this other kind of stuff, I will run away from that deal. You know what I mean? Because what the world needs now is not some more sick bars. They need more people to proclaim the gospel of Jesus Christ and to walk out that power in their lives. And, while I'm speaking on that, basically, I have a brother from Chicago, and I want him to come in and kind of share just briefly. This brother has ministry down there in Chicago. He's a brother of mine, go by the name of KC, and Blessed Hands Ministry down there. And I want him to come and kind of share a little bit, just briefly about the plight that's down there, what's going on down there in Chicago, and why, the gospel is, the evangelist is so important. Why do we need the evangelist today? So that's kind of what I want to ask him. Why do we need the evangelist today? All right, KC, I'm going to give you a few minutes, and then we're going to go straight to the music.
All right. How y'all doing out there today? God bless everybody. Well, my name is KC, and I'm a former gangbanger, a gangster in Chicago. God turned my life around. I'm an ex-drug addict. I did cocaine for over 20 years. God supernaturally healed me in my bedroom. I never been to a rehab. And then my life just took off for Christ. I hit back into the same streets that I sold drugs in, gangbanged, and got high and all that crazy stuff. And I started cooking for the homeless and feeding the homeless. And my call is not in the church like many, but it's out in the hoods of Chicago, reaching out at killers, gangbangers, thugs, shooters, drug addicts, and the youth. And I used to get high off of cocaine. I get high off of saving souls. I want you to understand that. I get high off of saving souls. It's the greatest thing that God could have ever did in my life. I wouldn't trade it for nothing in the world. He could take all the money, all the cars, all the houses, all of that stuff, but I wouldn't trade it for Jesus Christ. You know, and so what we do is, it's not even about a lot of preaching. It's about going out there loving on them hurting people. That's why the evangelist is an important job, because not many people are going to the church, and now we have to go out there and seek these people so they can save their souls. So it's very important. I don't wear suits and pointy-toe shoes and all that. I wear gear, baseball caps. I dress just like the little fellas out there gangbanging. I was in the city today, and a young man, 15 years old, got shot about 10 times at about 2:30 this afternoon, mid-daylight. They don't care. It's different from anywhere in the world. They done killed more people in Chicago than they done killed in every war you can think of in America. That's a shame, and it seems like don't nobody care. The churches are scared to go out there. They're not going out there to help these people, and I really don't like that. But somebody got to do something about it. And you know, I go out there and risk my life if I had to, because I know God got His hand on my life. He called me to do this, and so I do the music too. I'm more of a manager. I put events together here in Chicago. We go into the schools and we do shows and we minister and we cook and feed the kids and we take gifts. You know what I'm saying? Somebody got to be there for these children. They don't have anything going on. They don't have parents. Some of them don't have homes. Some of them don't have nothing to eat on their table. That's my concern. I'm not worried about the president and what he's doing and all that. I'm doing what God telling me to do, because God gonna handle that. But we need to get more involved in the children out here, because it's bad. It's bad. It's real bad. And I connected with my brother, AJ, and it's just been a blessing. And I'm going to come down to Atlanta. We're going to do some things down there. And hopefully he can get to Chicago, and we can do some events here. And anybody else that want to contact me and join in, my number is 1-312-897-9743. Thank you, and God bless you all with love.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. I want you to stay on the line if you can. And
I ain't going.
You know, I appreciate it, man. And you know, it's real messed up, man, out there, and you know, in these streets, and you know, having come from a lifestyle that of being caught up in the grips of addiction and running the streets and stuff myself, and I also have another show with my father that we do on when we cover addiction and recovery. And so, the youth, addiction, and these are areas that, that are heavy on my heart. And, one of the ways that God has called me to minister in these last days is through music. And so, that's kind of how Casey and I met. But it's still more to be revealed to what God is going to do through this union. But I, like today wasn't planned. We didn't plan on him being on the show today. But hey, God moved. I saw him on, he reached out, messaged me, and I was like, hey man, jump on this thing, man, because I didn't even know that he, somebody, a young fella had got killed or shot 10 times, But this just goes to show that what we're doing, we're trying to do something that we have been called to do, and like I've been saying, everybody's not going to do this, you know what I mean? Because one, it's not very, you don't get a lot of notoriety, you don't get a lot of fame, and it's not a lot of clout that goes with going out here in the streets and stuff like this, and even in this form of music that we're doing. And the way that we're presenting it, it's not talking about the things that's getting people money. You see what I'm saying? So, we're talking about things that will change people's lives. We're talking about things that people are laughing at. People are laughing at what we're talking about. They mocking us, you know what I'm saying? But we're steady trying to bring that good news, that gospel, and at the same time, trying to do things in the community to help others, But, hey, I'm not gonna go even more into it, but I did want to say that, and I'm gonna go into this next mix and drop this next mix, and then y'all just stay tuned, and we might say a little bit more. Try to keep it to where we have less talk and more music. But hey, when you got some good news to share, you got some good news to share. So, but y'all stay tuned. Here goes some more music, and God bless you.
Real music, where hip hop meets the Great Commission.
I bet you just wanna let your light shine. It feel like you've been waiting for the right time. This is your moment.
We are the brightest, we want to come to the darkness. Lord knows we need light right now. Unity's calling, crying out from the mountain, telling us to come home right now. You my brother, we don't have to fight anymore. Oh brother, none of us win in this war. No time to waste, better get up. I know you're made for more. Oh yeah, you're made for more. Even when our hope is lost, never let up. You're my brother. What are we fighting for? I need to know, brother. None of us win in this world. Beautiful people, don't you know you're made in His image?
Tell you what, super low key, I'm finna win. Alright? Really? Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Kick, come on. Come on. Free house. Come on. Boom. About time all y'all pay attention. Chance to the game, say it again. Abraham had many sons had many sins. Save them then. Trying to sit y'all at the table then. Abraham had many sons, one son had none, but he hung that 10 to get in. Pick up this stick, let's come in. Then it's
expect what's next is a hand full of bones. To the left with a 6 to connect, but this is the West and we play to win. What up? Head so big like a stadium, and I don't even know what to say to him. But 666, how the game begin. I got him on a domino effect, honoring his brother and his father, but he's following a check. At age 15, he was 6'3" with a dream. Played 6'3" like shit ain't. Chest out, already working on his first house. Nigga, he the best out. Don't be cheating. Pride don't sleep, don't speak to him unless it's about extra O's and O's. Oh my God, I can't stop chasing the green again. A rat race for the vegetables. Don't ask him to seek, cause he really don't knock. He gon' connect them dots. He on one gassing up like Texaco. And it's about time all y'all pay attention. Chance to the game, say it again. You ain't scoring no more. Abraham had many sons had many sins. Save them then. Trying to sit y'all at the table then. Abraham had many sons, one son had none, but he hung that 10 to get in. Vanity is a family business. Vanity is a family business. Vanity is a family business. Vanity is a family. Vanity is a family. Vanity is a family business. 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 If it only takes 10 to get in, but let me get in there. Run it back, let the game begin. Say your money makes a man, and man plays his hand, and man money in hand is always in tandem. So the plan is to always have money in hand and make more money, cause it's who I am. The ego on me is the money I have in my hand. I am that I am, get it? I learned to be a man from my dad. Get what you get with the gift of gab. You gotta get that cash whenever you can. So I follow that taxi cab. Born center, remember when I used to eat bones for dinner? Now I'm looking for a spot in the middle of dots, trying to get enough bread to rise to the top. But I'm knocking on a chopping block with no options, connecting dots to collect those checks over X and O's. But how you get rid of the dots on your soul when you live in the valley of dry bones? It's after mathematics I pay to play, and played in a way that was way too much to pay, and prayed for the sum to be paid by the son who was hung, and he washed the board and took them dots away. About time all y'all pay attention. Chance to the game, say it again. Abraham had many sons had many sins. Save them then. Trying to sit y'all at the table then. Abraham had many sons, one son had none, but he hung that 10 to get in. I'm trying to preach at least to me. My desire to compete with the messiahs need to be Jehovah Jireh is the same game we play on repeat. It starts with stack cheese, starts with a little game plan, a monopoly. The monopoly is obsolete, and then the side card drops and you start to lean into your own understanding like Socrates until you stop believing in the prophecy, and then it starts to lead into insanity. You're gambling with vanity, you can't achieve, even with the richest man in the history of the planet sees it's haunting you like Amity. I'm rambling, I'm living in the land of greed, and ooh. The seeds of the lilies in the field is a peace. To know they are clothed in a robe that is known by the one true king, but it ain't Ralph though, When it's the outro, the king of the castle hit a jackpot, try and pay those bills, chasing the wind, try and pay those bills, chasing the wind like Pecos Bill, first in the hearse with the curse of the lasso. Oh my God, I can't stop chasing the wind.
That was a good play though.
I'm practicing. Am I behind or am I ahead?
I mean, you're ahead.
With 3 O's. 5. With them O's.
Yeah.
Yup.
It's about time.
Look, they don't know how many times.
Okay.
This is the first time for all I care, because it is. All right. They say hold on down.